Dementia Researcher with a blog and a rating.
After completing my PhD Viva, I wanted to take a moment to reflect on my experience and share some tips. The Viva can feel like the final boss in a long journey, but with preparation and the right approach, it doesn't have to be as daunting as it seems. In this blog, I will share how I navigated mine and what I learned along the way. Number 1, give yourself time to prepare. It's important to start preparing in advance. Around 3 weeks of revision time was enough for me, but you need to feel confident in your work and give yourself enough time to review everything thoroughly. Go over each chapter of your thesis, ensuring you fully understand all aspects, especially any feedback you receive during the writing process. The examiners will be exploring the depths of your work, so you want to be as prepared as possible. It's easy to forget what you did at the start of your PhD program, and I got quite a few questions about my early systematic review, including how I developed my search strategy. No detail is too little to refresh your mind on, so take the time to revisit it all beforehand. Number 2, request a mock Viva. My mock Viva was one of the most beneficial things that I did to prepare. Ideally, this should be done with someone outside of your supervisory team to simulate a real Viva more closely. Your supervisors are familiar with your work, so bringing a fresh perspective will be better and will actually reflect the real experience a bit better. I had my mock Viva 1 week before the real one, and to be honest, I was more nervous for that than I was for my actual Viva. The mock gave me a chance to refine my responses and receive critical feedback before the big day. Number 3, Viva Day, where confidence is key. On the day of your Viva, be sure to remind yourself that you know your work better than anyone else. The examiners aren't there to catch you out. They want to ensure the work is genuinely yours and that you are a competent researcher. If your Viva is in person, dress smartly and treat it professionally, and don't forget to be confident in what you have achieved. All of my supervisors were present for the decision afterward, and it was so supportive. They even took notes on the corrections for me. By that point, after nearly 3 hours of questioning, my brain was ready to check out, so having them there on hand was extremely beneficial. Number 4, after the Viva, seek clarity of corrections. Once the Viva is over, you'll certainly feel a wave of relief, but there may still be corrections to make. Take some time to process everything, but be sure to seek clarity on what's expected of you for your corrections so you know exactly what to work on. I chose to submit my corrections in a response to reviewer format, outlining each correction clearly and where they sat within my updated thesis, like page numbers. My examiners really appreciated this, and it has made the process a lot smoother. Number 5, taking time off or diving straight into the job market. After your Viva, it's a great idea to take some time off if you can, but this may not be feasible. I chose to pursue job applications during my submission. I had my job interview with the Office of Health Economics the day after my Viva. If you're doing the same, don't be afraid to ask for a delayed start. Prioritizing your corrections and mental health is key, and trust me, you'll need a bit of time to breathe. In terms of job hunting, I found it tricky to navigate the transition from academia to industry. I had been advised to apply up for more senior roles, but in my experience, applying for an entry-level position has got me further. I ended up being offered a more senior position after my interview, so sometimes this approach can work better, especially given the saturated job market. Number 6, a new chapter. And on a more personal note, I'm no longer technically a dementia researcher. While I hope to continue working on dementia projects, I've transitioned into a new role as an economist at OHE. My work will now focus on a variety of projects, and I'm excited to see where this new path takes me. This brings me to the close of my blogging journey with the Dementia Researcher team. Writing for this platform has been an incredibly rewarding experience for me, and I hope that my insights have been helpful to those of you on your own PhD journeys. Although this is goodbye for now, you can follow my progress at OHE or connect with me on LinkedIn. Thank you so much for listening and for all of the support along the way.
Thank you for listening. Join the Dementia Research bloggers and share your own views.